right, so like I said, Brady jersey, closest thing I have to anything Tampa Bay Lightning, and I'm wearing a Carolina Hurricanes 2006 Eastern Conference Champions hat, sorry. What the hell? Sorry. Anyway, yeah, the Tampa Bay Lightning last night, beat the Carolina Hurricanes, and they're in the... I don't know what they're going to be calling it this year. I guess they're going to be in the conference finals with, I think, either Islanders or Bruins. It could be the Islanders if they win tonight. We'll find out later. They're going to face one of them, so I guess it is the Eastern Conference Finals, but then on the other hand, we got Montreal facing either Colorado or Vegas, and that is not a Western Conference Final, because, yeah, Montreal's not a Western team. But anyway, the Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Carolina Hurricanes in 5. I picked Tampa Bay Lightning in 6, so I was one game off. After Game 1 and Game 2, I really expected it to be 4. I was like, okay, I think this is going to be a sweep. I can't see Carolina coming back from this. They end up winning Game 3, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I guess. Game 4, they blew a 4-2 lead, which was, yeah, that's kind of embarrassing, okay? Blowing a 4-2 lead, but then again, if you're doing it to the defending Stanley Cup champions, I guess it's okay. It's kind of embarrassing, though, to blow a lead that's that big of a lead. But then again, Boston's probably done it. Every team in the league has done it. So, anyway, they go down 3-1. Game 5 rolls around, and they just couldn't score. And Andrei Vasilevsky, he's a fantastic goalie, okay? I will say this, although I don't like the Tampa Bay Lightning because they have massacred the Bruins a few times in 5 games. And yes, last year's was a massacre. They absolutely destroyed the Bruins, destroyed them. It was not even close last year. And then in 2018, they, of course, did it then, too. So, although I don't like them, I have a lot of respect for them. And I would hate to see them win the Stanley Cup at this point, but at this point, I'm saying that's probably looking how it's gonna play out. But yeah, the Tampa Bay Lightning, I couldn't see this series going any other way other than the Tampa Bay Lightning being the winners. I get that Carolina had home ice advantage, but I get that they did good on with Tampa Bay in the regular season, but regular season doesn't really mean anything. Come playoff time, if you can't perform, if you can't play good against this team or that team, that's what really matters, right? Yeah, it was a game that I enjoyed seeing that oh, sorry. Why was I saying that? I watched the end of Game 5. I'm sorry. I was completely thinking about something else. I watched the end of Game 5, and I thought that it wasn't as much that Carolina was bad, it was that Tampa Bay was good. They're great. They're a great team, and I don't like them, but they're a good team, and there's no denying that. They're the defending Stanley Cup champions, and for the, what is it, third time in 4 years, they are going to the conference finals. So, yeah. Anyway, let's do what I've been doing every video, looking at the teams over the last 3 years. Carolina in 2019, they beat the Capitals, beat the Islanders, and then they got swept by the Bruins. In 2020, they ended up getting beaten in 5 by the Bruins, and then this year they end up beating the Nashville Predators in 6 games, and then they lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning in 5 games. Tampa Bay, 2019, they got swept in the first round by the Columbus Blue Jackets, which, that was fun. And then in 2020, they ended up, of course, winning the Stanley Cup. And then in 2021, now they're in the conference finals, which is it's not unexpected. It's not a necessarily unexpected thing to happen. But you know, I thought that this is if Boston ends up winning tonight, and they end up winning Game 7, this is a bad matchup for Boston. Okay, this is a really bad matchup for Boston. If the Islanders end up winning tonight or they win Game 7, um, then we got a rematch of last year's conference finals, which would be kind of cool. I would hate for that to happen because that means the Bruins lose. But ultimately, if I'm being honest, looks like the Bruins are going to lose tonight. They aren't playing very well. It's been one period, and it's tied, but they haven't been playing too well. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Tampa Bay Lightning are in the conference finals. So we got two teams in the Final Four. We got the Canadiens, and then we got the Tampa Bay Lightning, which we got the Canadiens who will face either Colorado or Vegas, I think, and then the Tampa Bay Lightning will face either the Islanders or the Bruins, which I think would be a cakewalk for them. Either team. But let's not get ahead of ourselves now. Anyway, bye guys. Thumbs up. Subscribe.